can jump in and change that. So this is where, like from patch 1, this is where I'd probably start doing some editing and stuff. Yeah. So what does that do? So that does change the channel. Yeah. So that does change the channel. So that's on clean. That's on actually warm clean. That's on crunch. That's real heavy duty.
Oh, that's because you're on that's because you're on 1, innit?
Yeah, I'm on 1. So it kind of changes the MIDI setting.
Yeah.
So the only time it will ever go up in unison is when you go back down to 0, 0. Yeah. So on that one, it kind of programs itself through the MIDI. It does its own thing, which is quite cool. But you can reprogram it. So shall I just jump into 1 and
jump into 1.
Start changing that out.
Yeah, and I can follow how you change it.
So what we've got, so
look at the first one.
Chasing Cars. That's not too bad actually. I can kind of So what I would.
So you were there? Was you tuning your guitar? Yeah.
Yeah. I was just making sure it's all good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes in like there, doesn't it?
That's right. So what I'll probably do is on the Chasing Cars song, it starts there, and there's a slapback delay, which means it's very quick. Almost acts as a reverb.
Yeah.
So I've only got delay on at the moment, so I've just got to remember how to do this. So if I go to edit, and you go around to compression loops, relay, boost, modulation, pitch, delay. So that's delay now. So I've used that one there to swivel round to go to delay, and then you've got your enter button here. So I'll click on that, it says enter, click on that, that'll change now. And then I've got my milliseconds. That's what I want to look at. And I can play while I'm actually moving that, but you'd move it with this one up here. Bear with me. That's that one, it's loop A. So there we go. So the way it works is you've got edit A, edit B, edit C.
And they correspond to the top loops, 1, 2 and 3 loops.
3. You've got it, yeah. So that's the key thing to remember.
For you to edit something,
Yeah. So tap tempo, I don't want to do that. So that's if I want to tap tempo on it, which I don't. I just want to set it as it is.
So the delay is
your milliseconds. So as I turn that down and that number gets lower, the delay will get quicker.
okay.
If I go down a bit quicker. If I go all the way down.
Yeah, I see.
Hear it. That's maybe 2. Still a bit fast. I want it to be a little bit kind of more floating, so you can kind of hear the delay. That sounds pretty good to me. What about you?
Yeah, it is.
I'll probably go a little bit more. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was a store button. I've just got to remember that. Was it hold to store? There we go.
Hold
so number 1. So hold that down.
Yeah. And then that changes to
There we go. So now
store slapback.
Yeah, and this is where we didn't do anything last time. We just left it at that.
You press enter.
So with this, but I can change. I think with B, I can change the actual
name.
Yeah, I can change the name. I just want to make. Yeah, there we go. So I'll put that as
Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol. Yeah.
Okay.
I should have left that. So that one. No. This is quite snazzy. Bloody hell.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really clever. I like the fact it does it for you. You don't have to go and find out where it is.
Yeah.
That one, that can go back. Snow Patrol. Gosh.
Store and then Enter, which is that one. And that'll save it then, won't it? Preset stored, yeah.
There it is. 001.
The
Snow
Snow
Patrol.
This is cool gear, isn't it?
That's really good. It's really clever. I like the fact that as I program it, the next phase I've got to go to actually get to the next bit, it does it for me. I don't have to jump back into edit, enter, scroll around. It just changes on the screen, so I'm good to go. So I can literally just go over to that now. Change over now. So you've got there's Jailbreaks and Thin Lizzy. So yeah, so let me turn modulation delay off and reverb.
You take them all off, yeah?
Yeah, I'll take them all off. The only thing I will say about this, mate, is when you've got your overdrive set, that the pots won't change depending on that. So when you click in Super Crunch, if your amp ain't set the right amount of gain, then you'll be playing. Say for instance you left the gain down, or somebody come along and accidentally.
Oh, you've got to leave them as they are.
Yeah, that's it. That's all
Yeah,
it
you
is.
must. Yeah, to be honest, you don't. Yeah, you've set them all to the machine and not to the head.
Yeah, the head.
So the
will
head
only-
must always stay as it is.
Yeah, the head at the front. So once we've got the sound of the effects done,
Yeah.
I'll do this again a little bit more in a minute just to get it bang on for the overdrive side of stuff. But the other thing which is nice, I'll keep the gain down a tiny bit. The other good thing is you've got a boost here.
Yeah.
So if your gain ain't too high up or something has
You
been
can just boost it
you
up as
can-
you're playing. So how do you? Okay, so how do you set it to like Snow Patrol, chasing cars? How do you set it to? Is it a clean bright or what?
Yeah, so that there has been set onto warm clean.
Warm
I've got
clean.
that on warm clean, yeah, at the moment. So what you'd
So when you set them anyway,
yep.
by selecting that, if it was on crunch, that would automatically go into crunch.
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah. So with this, I've got it already preset to warm clean.
Yeah.
I could have used the cleaner clean, you know, like the real chimey one, but it
No,
wouldn't-
whatever
it's not-
sounds.
that sounds,
what sounds.
warm clean. The warm clean sounds better for that song.
Yeah, so
definitely.
if you sort of done highways a whole
Hell yeah,
hell.
yeah,
You'd plug that, you do all that in,
yeah.
and you still never touch the head. All you do is work off of this.
I'm working off this, yeah.
And if it's 05 for instance, that would be it,
yeah,
and it
that's
would come in
That's
automatic.
right.
So
You've
that
got it.
becomes sort of redundant.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of is your foundation sound. That
Yeah.
adds to it.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's clever.
It's quite good. So we're going to 2. We do Jailbreak. I turn them off, so I don't need them. Jailbreak. Let me think about it. It being an older tune by them. There's not much effects wise, but I'd probably put. That's too much reverb for me. So I'm probably going to jump in and affect that. So I've got the gain right on the crunch
Yeah.
channel. I think the gain's quite nice for that type
Right,
of song, Thin
yeah.
Lizzy. And obviously you've got the boost there if you want to use it.
Yeah.
So again, reverb again. So this is already set on delay. I want reverb. So I've scrolled round. There's
Yeah,
my
turn,
reverb.
turn number 3 round to
That's
reverb.
it. Click enter again.
Right.
And I've got my decay and pre-delay. Now decay is how big it makes the room, if you get what I mean. Like the
Yeah.
room, how big it should be. So the higher that number goes, the bigger the room's going to be. So if I bring that down,
Yeah.
it just sounds like I'm in. Sound
Well,
like
they'll all be
I
down
sound
for
like
me because I won't be concerting.
Yeah. I'll
I
bring.
might be setting this up for you when you go and do something.
Yes.
Be a roadie.
Yeah. So for me. reverb, I think I'll keep that down. I'm going to give you a little bit, so 0.1 of a millisecond. If I turn it all off,
Oh, I see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
yeah, just a little bit, because it'll beef it up a bit. It'll beef it up.
Yeah.
It'll kind of thicken the sound because obviously Jailbreak's got there's loads of double guitar sounds in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think I remember from Thin Lizzy's stuff is they used. So let me just go to modulation now. So we've got 2 effects working at once now. Okay, so this is a new thing we've not looked at for Chasing Cars, and the last presets are done. So when it blinks, it means that's the one you're trying to modify.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. When it's just red, I've got it on and I've stopped modifying it, so I've
Yeah.
transferred
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the more you click, the more stay
Oh yeah.
red.
So if you wanted to add whatever you want to add in,
Yeah.
it's always the one that's bleeding.
Yeah, but you're still under the edit patch zone.
Yeah.
So if that was off and these were glowing, it would be different. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be editing, you'd just be playing about for no reason.
Yeah.
So what have I got? So that's got a depth of 10. Modulation effect. Probably change that a bit. Speed, high cut. Next level. Basically what I'm trying to do, classic flanger. So I've scrolled along there, so I'm going to give you a chorus. Flanger is different to chorus. Chorus is what you would have found in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Flanger was about then, but it weren't used very much. Like Robin Trow was renowned for using a lot of flange. That kind of bridge of size sound that he does at the start of the
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah.
That's different. So I'm going to try and find advanced chorus. So what else have I got? Classic chorus. Yeah, I'll probably use that. So enter. Yeah, that's pretty much where I want it really. I don't want any more. So what I'm doing is just bringing the depth up. So when it is on, you can hear him on. I'll go around here to mix, and the mix is how much of that effect can you hear.
Because you're number 2, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on number 2, so this is where I don't need to play the guitar. This is where I rename stuff. So I've got Jailbreak. So was it that one? Yeah, it was that one. So got going on that one.
You just put Jailbreak in, that's fine. I know that. Okay, so that's number 2, yeah.
It's pretty straightforward, ain't it? It's not too bad. I think it's basically learning the sequence. What level do I need to go into? So I'll create a space for that. Going back round. Last one. Turn that off. That's Jailbreak. This is really good. Double capital letters. No, fucking hell, you don't know how to spell, mate.
Yeah, man.
Jailbreak, let's see how it goes. Okay, and then I'll get rid of these 2. There we go. So that's all the way to the left. keep scrolling to get rid of it, so it's all gone.
I'll get rid of that. Yeah, scroll to
so
the left to get rid of it.
that's it, gone. That's quite cool.
Right.
That's it.
So now we go. We go.
Go to enter, and then that'll do it.
Just enter. We
Yeah,
don't have
just
to
enter.
press 2 again.
No, not at all, because
Just
I've
enter.
already hit store.
Oh, you've already stored it, and now all you're doing is putting a name to it.
That's it, preset stored. So jailbreak,
Is 1/2.
so
Yeah.
Snow Patrol, and then jailbreak.
Now the next one's going to be interesting because that's more. Is that more crunch living on the Pern?
Yeah, it is. So luckily, I don't have to actually preset the MIDI on this because it's already preset.
Yeah.
A real.
Oh, because you're on crunch. Number 3's crunch
I'm
anyway.
already on the heavy crunch, which is lucky because I would have
Yeah.
had to jump in and
Yeah, we just fell. Yeah, you
change
fell
it
on
anyway.
it.
Yeah, we've fallen on it, which is nice. You know, so you got this in an order. So Living on Prayer is, I mean, sound-wise, is pretty good. I'm just trying to think. Richie Sambora does use some modulation, some delay and reverb, so I'm going to need to do a couple of things here. That's a lot. That's too much. So again, I'm going to press that first.
Reverb, yeah, because you want to adjust the reverb.
That's what I'm going to be adjusting. Edit.
Edit.
And then again, this was what I was using last, which was modulation.
Yeah, you
So I
want
want to go over to here and scroll around until I find reverb,
Yeah,
which should be this way actually, reverb.
yeah,
And then click enter.
yeah.
And then I've got my pre-delay and my decay again, how big the room is. And pre-delay is how long it takes for the actual reverb to kick in,
Yeah.
which I don't really care about.
It doesn't matter.
That don't really matter too much. It's more, that's what you can hear the most.
Yeah.
So
So that minimal on that, smaller the room.
yeah,
Basically.
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. But what I'm going to do is, because that's like a small hall type reverb.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to change the type of reverb that comes with, which I think is here. No, it's this one. So see there, you've got shape, size. So the shape is a round size, round kind of shaped reverb. You don't really need to know about that kind of stuff. That's more for my geeky head. Size medium. So that's a medium-sized room. It's emulating. So I can go in and change that. There's also a bright switch as well, which is fine. That doesn't matter. And a low, that's fine. Early reverb, reverb lights. So all of this stuff here, you don't really need to know about. That the mix level here, I will bring down, because I don't need to hear it as much. I just need it to be slightly there. So I put it down to 10% instead. And then I'll go back over to the sides of the room and I'll actually have a listen while I'm playing. I'll go to large. It's still a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably go to a large hall. But what I will do is bring the size, like the actual mix down. So it's a large room, but I'm bringing the milliseconds down.
Right.
So if I go back to there and bring that down, and the milliseconds a little bit. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go the other way. I'll go back that way to the mix level. So that's off now, so you can't even hear it. So if I bring it on 1%,
Yeah.
just about hear it.
Yeah.
That 3% is pretty. It's nice to me. I like that.
Sounds
That's,
good,
that's
yeah.
really sweet. So reverb is pretty much where I want it now.
Right,
I don't
so-
have to do anything. I don't have to twiddle that back and go back on there.
So now you can press enter on that. Is
I
that
can
it?
press enter if I wanted to,
Yeah,
but
if you don't want to.
I know that Richie Sambora does use some delay.
So you keep the reverb going.
That's still go. That will stop blinking when I click that. That'll glow. That'll
Okay,
start
but
blinking.
then
and
what
that'll
you're
glow.
going to end up is when you save, it's saving them both.
It will save all 4 because I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually not only do some reverb and delay. I'm going to do a little bit of modulation.
Yeah,
a bit of chorus again.
Yeah, so you can go through each individual one as you like, then save the lot instead of saving them individually.
Yeah, I don't have to kind of keep chasing myself.
Right.
I can go back. So now I'm in there. But what I need to do is click that and change that from delay back again to delay. Sorry, it was on reverb. I need to go back. To
Yeah,
delay,
you got
so
your reverb, so you're
reverb
moving
was
across
saved.
the delay now.
That's it,
So you're
yeah.
gonna
You've got it. So I'm gonna adjust it. So what have I got? Quite a big, long.
Delay.
That's gonna choke your sound out. You're not gonna hear what you're playing. You don't need that. So for me, let me just scroll around and see what they've got. So you've got delay type. I don't like that. So I'm going to go to single delay, which means it just does it once. It's
Yeah.
just one click. There's not like a load of different clicks to confuse you. So I'll leave that and press enter. And then on here, that's your delay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, gotcha.
500 milliseconds is too much though. Probably bring that down to maybe 4. No, let's bring it up to 4. That's about right. And then after that, I want to change the mix level again because the mix is too high and the feedback's too high. See that FB feedback, 40% is too much. And what feedback means on delay, you never see it on anything else. You'll only see it on delay.
Yeah.
Feedback is how many times you hear the actual delay go for.
Okay.
If that was turned up 100%, that would keep going.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
wouldn't stop. So if I bring that down, that would actually stop. That will decay quicker. If I bring it up, or, if I keep going, 82. So,
Yeah.
so I'll bring that down. I'll go for 30, 35. What's that like? No, it's too much still.
Daddy. These semi-electric.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back into reverb just quickly because now I've heard the delay. I like it. The reverb's too
You
much.
want to readjust the
I just want to adjust the reverb a bit, okay? So the decay I'm going to bring down on the reverb. So that's already pre-selected where I want to be. Milliseconds I'm going to bring down. Real stadium kind of rock sound really, which is what he is known for. So delay I'm pretty happy with, but I am going to adjust the mix now. So the mix is 15%. I'm going to bring that down to about 10. You never want to rely on your effects too much.
No.
That's key. I'm going to go back into mix again and adjust the reverb, bring that down, go back to delay. Check so the mix is on 10. Oh, I think that's about right. I think that's alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. That's kind of,
That's good.
I've grown up on a bit of sound borer. So now, I'm pretty happy with them two. They're not crossing over each other. I can't hear any mushy notes. I'll go over to... So, it's very much Clapton sounding, isn't it? You know, but I want that a little bit. I like the way that sounds, but I'm going to bring the depth down so I can't hear it as much. I just want it to be there, but if you turn it off, you know it's gone, which is how a chorus should be cut. So now I'm on mix level. It's 50% mix there. I'm going to bring that down to like 20, just enough.
So what one we on? Living on a Prayer, aren't we?
We're on Living on
Bon,
Prayer, yeah.
Bon Jovi type.
It's very, very close. It's not far off. I'm going to bring the mix down a little bit more again. The mix is quite high. 10% tends to be kind of a nice spot. Cool, I'm quite happy with that.
Right, so then you go.
I'd go over to store, so I'd hold that down on that channel.
Store that's the channel you're on 1, 3. So
That's it.
3 is the one you want. So
3
you
is the one
press
I
that
want.
once.
That's it, which I've done. I hold it down, and
You
then
hold
these
it.
buttons all change, and then that starts to glow. That starts to pulsate.
Yeah.
That means it's time to name your preset.
Right.
That's all that means. It's time to do that. So you jump back up here in the top. So obviously I want living on a prayer. So I want an L. It's not there. It's that one. There it is.
Or just put Bon Jovi, do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can do
it's
that.
easy. Yeah.
Bon
Because
Jovi.
that's common with them, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some Bon Jovi. Yeah, you won't fit living on a prayer on there actually. Anyway, I'm talking about. I've got that one done.
I know what they are. Because I know what they are. Yeah. And then after that, you just press the bottom left,
You've got it. Yep.
enter, and that
Enter.
stores that one.
You've got it. Yep. Sweet. Bon Jovi. There's my V. And then that one can go all the way off. That one go all the way off. I like how the buttons work as scroll wheels as well.
Yeah.
That's really nice, handy. Gone. There you go. So enter.
Enter. And that's 1, 3.
Preset stored. So you've got 3 different effects there. So
Now how does it, you know the opening of Living on a Prayer, don't you?
yeah. And then it carries on. That's
Yeah.
pretty close there.
That
I
was
think.
close, yeah.
Oh, and then what else have we got now? So we move on to preset 4.
Yeah.
So this is where I might need to jump into the head again. So preset 4 gives me compression, modulation, delay, and that is.
So, when
Brian-
we start
Brian
again,
Adams
we knock
now.
everything out and we just have preset
That's
4.
it, yeah. So preset 4 has given me a bright clean, so I don't want that. I want probably.
Yeah, because
Um,
preset. You're on preset 4 because it's only preset 0 what gives you
This
the
is-
preset head.
Yeah, this is going to be a funky one because the way he plays it, it'll go. At the start.
Yeah.
And that sounds really nice. It's
That's
pretty
actually
close.
sounds quite
It's very
close.
close, yeah. And that's on a warm clean. But if you remember, the song starts clean and then gets overdriven again. So I'm going to have to jump into bank 5. So Run to You is going to actually take over 2 presets.
Oh yeah. So you start off on 4.
Yeah.
For instance.
The only way you'd be able to store 4 as 4 is if you was to start the song with your volume rolled down. If you want to keep it all the way up, then for simplicity, you'd have 4 as clean Run to You, 5 as distorted Run to You, for the solo bit, So should we do it that way, or would you rather roll your volume down? That's a kind of personal thing, really. If you're going to be playing at home, you kind of have to be like, if you're starting out playing at home and you've learnt the song, you'd have to. And then crank it up and be.
Yeah, do it that way.
Do it that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool, no
You
worries.
just,
So with this then, what I'm going to do.
so really, you're going to concentrate after the intro.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change over to crunch instead of lead.
Yeah.
In fact, thinking about it, he does have a lot of gain on that solo, doesn't he? It's quite distorted. I reckon you might be forcing. Yeah, I think we'd be better off actually having
Doing
two separate
two.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it because
I-
it's a good exercise, isn't
yeah,
it?
I think so. So right, I'll turn them off. On 4.
Right, so 4's going to be the intro on
You've got it. Yeah.
Run to You.
That's it. Yeah, you've got it. So what should I do? I'll go to edit.
Yeah, we're in edit again.
And then this is where we're not going to do the effects first. I need to do the amp changing channel. So this is what we did last time. Right, where am I? Got to go over here to.
MIDI you go to, don't you?
You actually go over to something else. You've got to go to relay. That's it. Relay. Press enter.
So relay means you're now transferring
I'm
to
transferring the MIDI, so I'm actually about to tell the amp where I want it to change channel
Yeah.
to. So relay A I was on, so on that one, there. No, yes, that's it, yeah. So there. So that was channel, that'd be clean, warm clean, crunch, heavy crunch, so, and then that's a separate channel, so clean, warm clean, crunch. That should be.
That's right, because the zeros in there tell us what they are, don't
That's
they?
right, they
Yeah.
correspond
We
with
had
channel
that,
you
didn't we?
Oh, I did. Good man, you. Cool, good stuff. So, yeah. After that, where do I go again? I go to hold to store. No, okay. Right, let me just change that. The end of that. So it's preset stored, but let me just check what that's done because. No, that's not done it. So let's go back again. Relay, enter. I'm wondering whether I need to change that as well. I'm trying to do it without the manual, so. I'm gonna do that first. Okay. Let's try it that way. Maybe you need to preset. Okay, so I'm gonna jump back in. It's third time lucky. That's what I want. So zeros clean, warm clean, crunch. Clean, warm clean, crunch. Right, so if I go back, so that's heavy. No, it's not. Right, let me jump into the manual. So I couldn't. Bloody back.